Our universe is a place of constant motion, a grand symphony of events unfolding. Every event, every action sets off a ripple of consequences. This is the fundamental principle of cause and effect. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, everything is interconnected through this intricate web. Imagine a single drop of rain falling into a still pond. The drop creates ripples that spread outwards, disturbing the smooth surface of the water. These ripples in turn influence the movement of leaves and insects on the surface. This simple example illustrates how even the smallest action can have far-reaching consequences. Our thoughts, words, and actions are all causes that create corresponding effects in the world. Understanding this principle is essential for living a conscious and fulfilling life. Every choice we make, every action we take, sends out ripples of energy that shape our future and the world around us. In the ancient wisdom traditions of the East, the principle of cause and effect is often referred to as karma. Karma, in its essence, is the universal law of action and reaction. It is the understanding that every action, whether physical, mental, or emotional, creates an equal and opposite reaction. Imagine a boomerang thrown into the air. The boomerang travels outward, but eventually it curves back towards the thrower. Similarly, our actions, like boomerangs, return to us in the form of experiences and circumstances. Karma is not a fixed or predetermined fate, but rather a dynamic force that we shape through our thoughts, words, and actions. By understanding the law of karma, we can begin to cultivate greater harmony and balance in our lives. Modern science, in its quest to understand the workings of the universe, has also grappled with the concept of cause and effect. From Newton's laws of motion to Einstein's theory of relativity, science seeks to identify the causal relationships that govern the physical world. Consider the example of a billiard ball striking another. The first ball imparts its momentum to the second, causing it to move in a predictable direction. This seemingly simple interaction can be explained by the laws of physics, which describe the causal relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. While science excels in explaining physical phenomena, it often struggles to fully encompass the subjective realms of human experience. This is where the wisdom traditions of the East, with their emphasis on inner experience and subjective reality, can offer valuable insights. Section 4, Karma and Science, two sides of the same coin. At first glance, the concepts of karma and scientific causality may appear distinct, even contradictory. Karma, with its roots in ancient mystical traditions, speaks of an unseen force that governs our actions and their consequences. Science, on the other hand, seeks to explain the world through observable phenomena and verifiable laws. However, upon closer examination, we begin to see points of convergence between these seemingly disparate perspectives. Both karma and science acknowledge the interconnectedness of all things. Both recognize that every action has a consequence, even if that consequence is not immediately apparent. Perhaps karma and science are not so much contradictory as they are complementary. Section 5. The interplay of action and consequence. The principle of cause and effect, whether we call it karma or scientific causality, is a fundamental truth that underpins our existence. Every action we take, no matter how small, sends out ripples of energy that affect ourselves and the world around us. Imagine a stone dropped into a pond, creating ripples that spread outwards. Now imagine that each ripple represents the consequence of an action. Just as the ripples in the pond eventually reach the shore, so too do the consequences of our actions eventually return to us. This is not a matter of punishment or reward, but simply the natural unfolding of cause and effect. Section 6. A universe of interconnectedness. The principle of cause and effect reveals a profound truth about the nature of reality. We are all interconnected. Our actions, thoughts, and intentions have a ripple effect, influencing not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us and the world at large. A kind word can brighten someone's day, while a thoughtless act can cause pain and suffering. Our choices, both big and small, have the power to create positive or negative consequences for ourselves and others. By embracing the principle of cause and effect, we can live with greater awareness, compassion, and responsibility. We can strive to make choices that create positive ripples in the world, knowing that our actions have the power to make a difference.